All right, it is week 8 and posting. I put a 3 because I can't do 8 with one hand. Posting things that I'm learning every week in 2020. This week's gonna be short. We just got back from Philadelphia, just having a little getaway, and a couple things that I learned while I was there. I'm gonna share. Philly cheesesteak. Okay, how you order Philly cheesesteak can be a little stressful. Definitely was stressful, and those places that there's a long line and they're going really quick, and people up north are just a little bit ruder than the south anyways. So you just always assume there's the steak. Okay, so everybody has a steak. So then you choose your cheese with or without onions. If you're gonna specify, if you don't, it's just onions. And then if there's anything extra. So generally it's provolone, American, or whiz for the cheese. Again, I didn't know any of this stuff. So you could say you want a steak with, or it's with whiz. With whiz, no onion would be mine, with maybe some other stuff on there. So yeah, you just say a steak with American, a steak with whiz. With whiz is just literally cheese whiz, which that to me is probably the best way to have it. It's more unique. Anyways, second thing I learned when I was in Philadelphia, which we had thought this kind of before in Boston, but I researched a little bit. So the temperature's like low 30s, but to me, it just felt so much colder than like in the 30s in Georgia when I'm walking around. So I did a little research. There's this thing called, it's like the heat island city something. Anyhow, it's mostly talking about the heat and how in the summer and times it's a lot hotter during the summer in big cities. But it feels for sure colder in the winter in big cities as well. I think it's the wind tunnel that comes from the buildings. So it may say it's 35, but it feels a lot colder. So we made a mistake a few years ago in thinking, oh, the temperature is going to be like 30 to 40s, in Boston. And so we went and we didn't prepare properly because it felt like it was like 12 degrees. It was way colder. So anyhow, there's something scientific about it. I don't know all of that, but there is definitely something with the fact that there's not trees and things, and there's high buildings, and there's not as much sun, and there's the concrete and stuff like that. There's a reason for it. So it's not just a feeling, it's true.